two's company. Ordinarily, two's company. But contrarily, we disagree, no matter what it happens to be.
You're the perverse one.
I agonize.
Night and day with you.
To compromise.
There's no way with you.
I wish I had picked a large boa constrictor, my friend.
Are you trying to tell me something?
You're the perverse one, two's company.
Indisputably.
Two's company.
Irrefutably.
How we embark on old Noah's Ark, pair by pair.
Not so loud.
So ask me whose company.
Whenever I choose company.
I gotta say, two's company.
Except for this affair.
You give me mal de mer.
You know what that means?
Could we let in some fresh air?
No, madam.
Au contraire. I wish you'd cheer up, Robert.
I don't know why you accepted the invitation, madam. You don't really know them.
I've met them socially, briefly. And her ladyship says she's read every one of my books. Besides, I've never spent a weekend in the country with the English aristocracy.
Yes, well, I'm not looking forward to it, madam. My bedroom will be in the attic, and I'll be expected to eat with the servants. You should never have mentioned me.
Well, I didn't want to come all by myself. It's more fun with you. To be perfectly honest, I wanted to show you off. She was terribly sweet about it. When she asked me, I said, how about Robert? And she said, bring him by all means.
Well, naturally, to them, I'm cheap labor.
What are you talking about?
I should be expected to wait at table and assist their butler in his duties.
You're kidding me.
Well, do you enjoy yourself?
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I assumed you knew.
Well, you assumed wrong. I'm sorry, Robert.
It's not really fair, is it?
No, it isn't. And I'm not going to put you through it. Look, I'll tell you what we'll do. I can't back out now. But you drop me off, and then, oh, isn't this a shame? And then, well, I'm going to go home and then come back and get me on Sunday. How's that sound to you?
Like a Chopin waltz, madam. Most agreeable.
You have to think of a good excuse.
I've already thought of one, madam.
Figures.
I shall ask his lordship's permission to telephone the hospital matron. She will inform me that my aged aunt is very ill and is asking for me.
It's very dramatic.
Yes, madam.
Better not give your aunt a title or I'll end up in the attic. Thank you very much.
You're far too early. Go away, go away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he's only joking.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
You're Margaret. We met at...
Cows.
Or was it Henley?
Cows.
No, it was Ascot.
Cows.
Not that it matters, but...
How terribly nice to see you again. You're looking frightfully well.
Oh, thank you. I'm feeling frightfully well, actually.
And you're Herbert. How do you do?
As a matter of fact, my lord, my name is...
Oh, no, we don't want any of that nonsense. I'm Gregory and she's Felicity.
We always come out and welcome our guests, in case we never see them again.
Well, as a matter of fact...
Come along in.
Herbert here can't stay suddenly. His aunt is...
Mind you, that shouldn't happen this weekend. We're not entertaining so many people.
Only 34.
Oh, 34. We can really all get to know each other.
We've put you in the West Wing, Herbert. I hope you like French cuisine.
Yes, we had 3 chefs flown over from Paris.
What's your favorite tip, though, chap?
malt whiskey.
Good, I'll have Charles send you up a bottle.
How's your aunt now, Herbert?
She's made a rapid recovery.
Very grand.
I brought you a warm coat, Dorothy, in case you're thinking of going out in this freezing weather.
How thoughtful. Thank you.
And the bathroom's round here, Herbert.
You got it all wrong, darling. He's not Herbert, he's Robert. And Margaret's Dorothy. She just told me.
Oh, jolly good. Yes, well, We'll leave you alone now, huh?
A little lie down before tea, perhaps?
Just a minute, Felicity. Where is Robert's bedroom?
It's just through here.
Oh, I see. When you very kindly invited me and I said, how about Robert, you thought...
It doesn't matter what they thought, madam.
No, I'd be happier if everything were open and above board. You see, Felicity, Robert isn't my friend. Well, I mean, he is a friend, but he's just a friend.
It's a very dear friend.
It's so obvious you adore each other.
Yes, I suppose we do, but you see, he's not only my friend, get ready, he's my butler.
Your butler?
I had to tell them, Robert.
You could have waited till after the malt whiskey.
That makes it rather awkward, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, that'll mean the east turret for the fella. And it's a 200-yard sprint from here.
How do you know?
Oh, my cousin Tom told me. He and the parlour maid, you know. I'll tell you what, Margaret. Pretend you never told us.
Yes. But for goodness sake, don't tell the servants. They're so class-conscious.
Have fun.
Lords and ladies, eh? Pretty racy crowd. And I don't mean Ascot. Well, anyway, my conscience is clear. I told them you were my butler.
We do have separate bedrooms, madam, and I fully intend to push the chest of drawers against the communicating door.
You're a good boy, Robert.
That will be my malt whiskey, madam, to be followed by haute cuisine. Paradise. Come in. I'm in here. Ah, you must be Charles. Have you got my malt whiskey?
I wondered, sir, whether you had a favorite malt.
No. What are you staring at?
I do apologize, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just a minute. Would you care for a drink, my dear?
I wouldn't say no to a cup of tea, darling Angel Poopy.
A pot of tea, not too strong.
I will ask Miss Rafferty to bring some up, ma'am.
Anything to eat?
No thanks, Robert.
Robert! Yes, I thought I'd seen you before. Woburn Abbey, wasn't it?
The name is Herbert. I've certainly been a guest at Woburn Abbey, but I don't remember you.
I was an under-footman.
Ah, that explains why I don't remember you.
Yes, you were with the old Duke.
I don't think so.
You were his butler.
How dare you?
You're Robert.
I am not Robert.
But Madam called you Robert just now.
Why did you call me Robert just now?
Well, because Robert was my first husband's name, you see, and Herbert here is to be my fifth. And in between there was Harold and Clancy and Gerald, and it's no wonder I get confused from time to time. Sorry about that, Herbertkins.
I admire your loyalty, madam.
Oh, thank you, Charles, but it really doesn't matter. I mean,
With respect, madam, it does matter. If Robert, or as he was affectionately known at Woburn, Pompous Robert, feels like that, then he and I are of equal rank. That being so, madam, of course, I will continue to serve you, but I will not be serving him.
Now, look here, chum. I happen to be a guest of his lordship.
Please excuse me, madam.
So kindly bring me my bottle of malt whiskey. And may I remind you, it is not a pot plant.
I beg your pardon.
It doesn't need watering.
he's going to be trouble, Robert.
I remember him now, madam. He was a lying little squat then. He hasn't changed much, has he?
Even so, Robert, it's true what he said.
I am not pompous.
No, but you are my butler, and you shouldn't be here.
Come in.
I've just been talking with Charles, but not to worry, provided you remember that you are Herbert and you are Margaret.
Got it, Gregory. Margaret, Herbert.
That's who I said you were. Now, for heaven's sake, don't let me down, otherwise he'll up and leave, and I don't want to lose him. Now, I'll go and tell,
Felicity.
Yes, Felicity. It might be a good idea if you were affectionate in front of him. Shouldn't be difficult. What?
What?
I didn't say a word.
Now, don't forget, dinner at 8. Have fun.
Okay, Robert. Want to have some fun? Fun, Robert, fun. Now, to begin with, you can unpack my luggage and steam my dress for dinner. Boy, why is it some people go away for a quiet weekend in the country, and they have a quiet weekend in the country, but me, no. Why is that?
Because at moments of crisis, madam, you are indecisive.
All right, I'll be decisive. We either play the game and have a few laughs, or you go and visit your aged aunt. That's probably Charles. Sit down. Come in.
Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, sir. Charles said you would like some tea.
Oh, thank you very much. You must be Miss Rafferty.
That's right, miss.
Oh, Herbert, isn't it sheer heaven? A quiet weekend in the country and such a romantic setting. I'll pour, Miss Rafferty. Love you, Herbert. Kiss, kiss.
I beg your pardon.
I said, love you, Herbert. Kiss, kiss.
Oh, yes.
Will it be forever, Herbert?
Certainly until Sunday night.
You're such a tease, Herbert.
Madam.
He called me madam. Isn't that cute and sweet and dear? Have you ever been in love, Miss Rafferty?
A long time ago, miss. But I must say it's quite nice to see it at your ages.
Now, they're cracked like that, and I'll visit your age again. Boy, you were a big help, I must say.
I did my best, madam.
Well, your best isn't good enough, Robert. You have to throw yourself into it. Pretend you're an actor. Who's that? I don't know. Whoever it is, Herbert, send them away. I can't bear to share you for a moment.
Is this necessary?
Yes, it is, so get with it. Go to the tea table. Let's have some tea, at least. Come in. Come in. Darling.
Darling,
What is it, darling?
you tell me, darling.
Miss Rafferty, she brought up your tea. Well, she's very religious. And she's just been to see me, and she said she hoped you were man and wife the way you were carrying on. So I told her you were. It won't make any difference to you two, but it did mollify the housekeeper. And Gregory and I thought it was going to be such a dreary weekend. We're loving it.
Well, now we're married. Next thing you know, they'll want to see a picture of Junior.
Personally, I'm delighted, madam.
You are.
Yes, it means we don't have to talk all that sentimental mush to each other. We can ignore each other, be rude to each other, and score off each other.
You got a point. We can just behave normally, no problem.
Precisely. Margaret!
Come in.
What are you doing with my luggage?
In the circumstances, sir, it was felt you would cheerfully give up your room to an unexpected guest.
What circumstances?
Well, sir, the fact that you are married to Madam.
Well, you never know, Robert. Maybe we can show them a picture of Junior next year.
I insist we tell them the truth, madam. My aged aunt is very ill.
Well, that isn't the truth either, Robert. The truth is you're chickening out.
We are not spending the night together in this room, madam. I'd rather go through Alamein again.
Alamein?
I was a desert rat.
You said it, I didn't.
I can't understand why you're being so difficult.
Well, you don't make me feel very attractive, Robert.
I'm sorry, madam. Of course you're attractive, most attractive. That's why I daren't be left alone with you.
Boy, oh boy, that was a quick recovery. I gotta hand it to you, Robert.
I shall inform his lordship that I shall leave immediately after dinner.
After dinner?
I'm not missing that French cuisine for anything.
Oh, playing games already.
This isn't a game, it's golf.
No, sorry. Oops. Gregory, have you seen Herbert?
He's telephoning the hospital.
Oh, the poor dear. He's so concerned about his aunt. I do hope she pulls through.
Put away those balls, dear, and entertain Mom. The other guests will soon be arriving. Now, who shall I sit Paul next to?
Paul? Paul who?
I don't know. I simply got him down as Paul. He was with your party aboard the what's-it.
Paul? My publisher's editor is coming here?
They're all coming. Lots of your friends.
Oh, dear. Felicity.
Miss Rafferty!
Gregory, this Paul that's coming, he knows me. And, hi, Charles. And he knows Herbert.
Jolly good.
Are you feeling unwell, madam?
No, I'm fine.
You look somewhat perturbed.
No. Oh, the news is bad.
No.
Don't lie to me, darling. Your aunt is very ill.
She's sleeping like a baby.
I'm just trying to help you, darling. Don't argue with me. Your aunt is ill, and you must go to her, and I'm going with you.
As usual, my dear, you have got it all wrong. I have been speaking to her consultant, and he says that I can enjoy myself until after dinner at least. And if there is any change, he will telephone.
Gregory, would you excuse me a moment? I'd like to talk to my husband alone. Oh, dear. Where should we go?
In the bedroom.
Why the bedroom?
That's where the malt whiskey is.
Close the door. Paul's coming for the weekend.
Paul?
Paul, my publisher's editor.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. And if he sees us, he'll blow the whole thing. And if he doesn't, Felicity says all my good friends are coming. I mean, we're gonna look pretty silly, Robert. And Miss Rafferty will quit, and Charles will quit, and this whole thing is getting far too complicated. And whose fault is it?
Yours, madam.
Mine.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive.
But if our wits we will devise, we'll learn to tell some foolproof lies. You get the car started, and I'll tell Gregory that the reason you pretended your aunt was all better is because you didn't want to upset him. Now hurry.
Yes, very good, madam.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, my malt whiskey.
The luggage, Robert.
That is not my job, madam. I arrived as a guest, and I intend to leave as a guest.
You're impossible, Robert. All right, get the motor started, and I'll throw the luggage out the window.
Madam,
What's happened?
the car isn't where I left it.
Oh, don't be silly, of course. Where is it? What's happened to it?
I... Where's our car?
His lordship's chauffeur has taken the liberty of placing it on the cars.
Oh, well, will you ask him to bring it back? We're going for a little drive.
It cannot be moved, madam.
Why not?
He thinks there's an ignition fault, sir.
Ignition
He's still trying to locate it.
Oh!
No. It can't be. But it is.
It's Margaret
Margaret?
and Herbert.
My dear old chap, how nice to see you again. Reggie, isn't it?
No, it's Paul.
Oh.
I'm an old friend of Margaret and...
Yeah, Herbert.
Herbert.
Of course. So you know all about our two lovebirds, huh?
Lovebirds?
Well, he didn't.
but he does now.
Felicity, Paul is a great friend of Margaret and Herbert.
Has he heard the simply marvelous news?
What news?
They're married.
Harry!
Surprise!
We were.
Do you think it will be possible to have a very stiff drink?
Of course, Charles.
May I ask what drink you would like, sir?
Anything, providing it fills the glass.
The weekend has been such fun so far. Charles here mistook Herbert, didn't you, Charles, for a butler? Robert something or other. Now, isn't that a
Scotch for you, Reggie?
Yes, please. Paul.
No, Gregory.
Oh, dear.
Do you know, Paul, the housekeeper actually thought that we were having...
So, my two dear friends, Margaret and Herbert, are married. When?
Tuesday.
Monday.
You were married twice?
Yes, well, we had a civil service on Monday, and then Tuesday we went in to get the church's blessing.
Oh, which
Cheers.
church?
Sacred
Chelsea
Heart.
Parish Church.
You were blessed twice?
No, I'm High Anglican, you see. It is,
And I'm low Catholic. Cheers.
My lord, more guests are arriving.
Jolly good. Line the servants up outside again, Charles.
Well, I don't know what you two are up to, but keep this up, dears, and it'll make the headlines.
What are you talking about?
Do you know the William Hickey gossip column?
Yes.
Well, the chap that writes it is going to be a weekend guest.
a gossip columnist coming here.
Yes, I spoke to him this morning.
But he knows Herbert and he knows me.
I'm right, aren't I?
Yes, people do like to read about our weekend parties.
We like to read about our weekend parties. We might have missed something.
But Gregory, he'll find out all about us.
Well, that's up to you. We promise not to tell.
As far as we are concerned, you introduce yourselves as Margaret and Herbert, who recently married.
I must say, it'll make juicy reading.
If only all our weekends were so exciting.
Jennifer, my dear.
Emergency, madam.
Full alert. Let's get upstairs before that columnist sees me.
You two, Paul, hurry.
Harry, I've never hurried anywhere in my life.
Prepare yourself for a new experience.
God, I've got her ladyship sheepskin. I'm in. I'll get the door. Okay, ready. What are you waiting for?
He's forgotten to give me the keys, madam.
Oh, there he is.
Used to lose weight, you know.
I would have asked Paul to come with us, but you know what they say when you're in love. Two's company. Herbert.
Not in front of the servants. Margaret.